I feel like a
I wasn't
roving
on my
reporter
phone.
now. That was me. Oh yeah, great. You went live just as I did the sign language sign for bullshit. Great.
Bullshit.
Hello, and welcome to Garblag Games.
A little peek behind the curtain,
Yeah.
folks.
Our live play
Do we still
finale.
have a curtain? Are you sure?
It's threadbare at this point, true.
I think it's just come
I
off the
think
rings,
we
mate.
just sort of
It's
pop up
just
from behind the
gone.
sofa.
Our live
We were here
American.
all along. You can hear us.
finale of the dumpster fire that is Mutant Year Zero.
Yeah, it's
We've got a
gone that
dumpster.
way.
Oh, we've got 'em up in the world.
We've got a fire. We could. Well, there's heat.
A dumpster and an old trolley. Wow.
This is what
Whoa,
winning
whoa,
feels
whoa,
like
whoa,
in
whoa.
Mutant
I'm not
Year
sharing the old
Zero.
trolley. That's
Fire,
mine.
And he will be warm for a night. Set a man on fire, and he'll be warm for the rest of his life. Is that what we're getting at here?
No.
No.
jellyfish.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, no.
Anyway, joining me this evening are my usual cast of misfits and pick another word for misfits. I don't know. More
Ne'er-do-wells.
Misdemeanors.
Oh, ne'er-do-wells. Yeah, misdemeanors. These all work. Yep. I've got Nye, I've
Work
got Alden,
colleagues.
I've got Lewis, and they are playing the well-loved and well-known characters of Bermondsey, who is paralysed from the waist down.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
That's no problem.
It's fine.
It's not a problem. It's just.
You were Wimbledon, weren't you, Lewis? No, you weren't.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, he's still Wimbledon, who I've
Yeah.
decided to call Wombledon because he reminds me of a Womble.
Wimbledon.
Hence,
And,
yeah,
and of course,
Wimbledon common.
the only true
I know.
survivor of the apocalypse, the legendary Mornington Crescent.
The one, the only Mornington Crescent.
Yeah.
Clearly working
Yeah.
on winning that
Yeah.
game of Mornington Crescent from the word go.
Yes, absolutely. Winner from word.
Ben is a bit quiet. Oh, don't you start as well.
Don't
You're
worry, and
back.
guys,
You're,
we have been thinking about this. We have not practically forgotten about this and moved on to the next project. We are still super invested in this. Don't worry.
Focused.
You have
Oh, yeah.
In the
projects.
zone. In the
Totally
zone.
not going to talk about all the fun stuff we're doing next time.
Now,
Should we just end you early? No.
the bit that Pete likes me to do
Wow.
is the check out
Jeez.
our Facebook, Discord, Instagram. I think we have an Instagram.
Yeah,
a
Twitter.
wee woo, a wobbly
Telegraph.
wee, Telegraph,
Um,
Twitter. Twitter's good.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a hell site of doom and
Selectively.
like death and evil. But
There
you know,
are also
occasionally we
cats.
post on there.
And cats.
wait, we make it worse.
Patreon, that's one.
Oh yes, Patreon. That's a thing that we've got as
Yeah.
well. That's what pays for the high quality effects and talented voice actors.
It's a cast.
That we have
Wait,
on
we
the
get
other
paid?
shows.
I just
No,
I just
You're
get
on
fobbed
the
off.
show.
I get fobbed
Not
off with some
this
popcorn
show.
kernels. They don't even pop the corn for me.
You got
We're just
popcorn.
people they
Oh.
found around a dumpster fire.
Now, speaking of dumpster fires, let's get to where we were at the end of last session. Lewis, I
jeez.
believe it is your turn to
Is
do
it?
the recap.
I was just going to say I can't actually remember everything that happened.
Professionalism.
Got shot.
I did.
You got shot.
First,
Did everybody
we went
stop
out
getting shot?
into the zone, though.
You did.
And I believe we had the discussion about what is a pig.
Yes, we did.
And-
That was very good.
Roughly around that point, we got shot.
That
Oh,
was
no.
peak
No, wait.
content.
One of you got stabbed first.
Yeah,
Then
thanks,
we got
man.
shot.
I would like to say, looking back, I really don't like those three guys were assholes. They tried to kill both me and Wimbledon
Yeah.
purely because we were in the way of them killing Mornington. That's it. I'd like to remind everyone that if you rewatch it, they just tried to kill us because we were in an adjacent section of the area to
Mostly
him.
not even blocking their path
No.
to Mornington.
Not really.
Just
No.
we were there as well,
These
so
people
kill
who
us
tried to
first.
kill you, do you remember where they were from?
They were
The
also
Ark.
from the Ark.
Yeah.
Yes, they were
Yes.
from the
We
same
ate
arc
lunch
as
with
you.
them, I think, in
Yeah.
the past, and they just were like, well, they're mildly
Time to kill them.
inconveniencing us. I can't remember. Did Lewis, and I'm saying this to Lewis, the player, did we actually do anything to them?
No.
No, they
Not
just tried to. They
really.
headshot
Yeah.
me because I
We were
peeked up.
We were talking about pigs at the time.
Yeah.
Yep. You
And
were.
then Ben went,
Ben,
"Hey, I'm rolling a
the
dice."
most-
No, that's
Was
not Ben's
you.
fault because
No, it was indeed very
Big Lawn
much
Bongo.
on the cards.
Yeah, the person that did the most damage to you now was you.
Yeah.
Oh God, that is true. Oh,
shot
that's a
yourself in the
shame.
that
isn't
is
it?
true. But the headshot felt uncalled for. I want to make that clear because that would have done 3 damage if I hadn't tried to slow it with my magnetism.
Then it only did 2.
Yeah, and then we had to bump it down to 1 post just so I wasn't dead.
But in
So
any
yes,
event,
you went out into the zone
Yeah.
on a mission. Only it turned out to be something of a spurious mission, and they were sending you out there so they could send people out to shoot you. You had a gun battle with some other mutants
Well,
from the same
God.
plot, I suppose.
the
We were,
backfire was
we were the
mostly in one
fish in the
direction.
barrel, Ben.
Yeah, I don't
is
think
what
it's a
you're
barrel.
I was
referring to.
literally wearing a barrel at the time.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's what we didn't say. We had technical problems at the start, so there was a very important scene where I pretended to be a barrel salesman and Lewis bought a barrel from our Wimbledon, I should
Yeah,
say.
true.
Yep.
I seem to have blanked that out.
So did I. I just remembered when you said
Then
barrel.
we
Critical to
finished
the plot.
up the session hiding out in the ruined body of an old Learjet, crashed in the outskirts of London near the edge of the M25 with Bermondsey paralyzed from the waist down, Wimbledon full of bullet holes and in some pain, and Mornington, who was also quite injured, if I
Yes,
recall
yes.
correctly.
Broken several times. Yes.
Broken several times.
Yeah.
Now, Arden, I believe that you wanted to take the Never Surrender talent.
I've been advised that might be handy. Yes.
Never Surrender talent that you could take. When you are broken by damage and your strength hits 0, you can get back on your feet immediately without anyone healing you. Roll Endure without base dice. For every success you roll, you get 1 point of strength back and can keep fighting. You can't push that roll.
Okay.
And you still
Yeah.
take critical damage. Now, do
Yeah.
either of the rest of you have a plan for what you
No.
would like to pick up as a talent?
No, I
No,
no.
because
No.
I may have also forgotten
This
about
character's a burn. I don't care if I die. Fucking, I'm so like, I'm sorry, I'm so low energy. I was
that.
thinking,
Oh,
I was thinking to myself, I remember when I got really excited for Pathfinder. Like, I remember every week I was ecstatic. And I actually remember that from most of the other games we did. I'm excited for, is it this Sunday? We're doing a play test. I'm really excited for that. Like, super. It's going to be awesome.
Yes, but we'll do
I was
adverts at the end.
it's yeah.
So, no.
It's hard not to start taking this personally. Like I've
No, it's
been
not, it's not.
excited for literally
Little bit.
every game you've never been in.
Oh, no,
Aw,
not you,
Lewis.
Lewis. No, you're the reason I'm
No.
sticking through this. You're awesome. And
Oh,
out,
thanks.
of course.
Thanks.
Oh,
I-
yeah, well,
I got all the
late
good
save.
role.
you have killed
I got all
several
the
of
good
our
role playing in
characters.
Pathfinder. So, you know.
Right,
You
and
saw
this
the
is where the
zone,
social awkwardness creeps in, and everybody goes like, "Oh, that didn't go well." So we'll move swiftly into our session and
Yes,
Fine, don't
I'll
worry
just
about
hurry
it.
up and kill
the
Bermondsey.
interior of
No.
the aircraft, where I believe that Mornington had also, for no very clear reason, changed out of his useful camouflage gear and into a crisp white pilot's
I-
shirt and black slacks.
I dared him to. I was like, do it.
Yeah.
it.
I
'Cause it's
believe
the
it was-
end,
It
we're
was a
gonna
group
die.
effort.
Yeah.
Now you've
I
scoffed
got
your
a
various
peak cap
foods.
as well, surely.
Yes.
Peak cap as well.
To kind of do something. I can't remember what food does in this game.
It
but-
heals you,
It
Oh,
heals
does
you.
it? Oh, it's like
Yes.
Fallout.
just like in life.
Yep. So you've healed up with your foods, spend your foods and remove your damages,
Yeah.
and you sleep the sleep of the very nearly dead through the night,
Yep.
patching
The
yourselves
lovely
up as
comfy chairs.
yeah, lovely comfy chair. They're probably more comfortable than the beds you're used to.
I suppose Learjet actually will be comfy.
Yeah, it'd be big, cozy leather armchairs.
Can I remove one to carry
The whole chair.
Oh yeah, you said you were going to do that.
Maybe just the
Yeah.
front bit, just so I could sort of strap it
A
on and
cushion,
have him
at
in a little
least. Surely.
Like a baby, like the baby sleep.
I think a
Oh, that's
Learjet
not-
armchair seat might be a bit much for you.
How big are
But
the
you could-
pilot's chairs?
You could take
Or-
one of the
or-
little cabin crew fold down
Yeah, one of the
specials.
stewards'
As
chairs.
as we all know, Wimbledon planes they're very loose on like how tightly fitted the chairs need to be.
Oh,
so like you
yeah.
can just pop them
Yeah.
off. Yeah,
Stuff
just
that
wiggle
drops
them a little
out.
and they'll
Yeah.
pop right off.
But then, did you not
I
see The
recall
Rock
that.
pulled the gate off his own house because the mechanism got broken?
Really,
needed to
I
get
didn't
to
know that.
work.
He needed to get to work, so he physically tore the gate off of his own house with his bare hands.
There wasn't
And
like a
Wimbledon
wall he
needs
could
to
have
carry
climbed
you,
over.
so
No, that's fair
Anyway.
enough. No, I'm not
Right,
against
so-
it. This will be fun to see.
Wimbledon, could you make a force roll?
Don't pull your back.
No. Did you
Knees, bend
stretch
from the knees.
beforehand.
how much do we heal for eating? the
You
food
can
anyway?
heal up for every bit of food that you eat. You heal
Yeah.
up one of your points of strength,
I
plus
remember I
one
don't-
extra bit of food to tide you through.
Yeah.
So if you've got 3 points of damage and you've got
Yeah.
4 bits of food, you could spend all 4 bits of food to get all your
Yeah.
damage back and be well fed.
Oh boy, I think I might have to. How much do I have? I only have
Oh,
like
clever.
3 or something.
Right,
don't I?
now let's see how much the dice hate you this week.
They always hate me, and deservedly so.
Is anybody still hungry?
Oh my good
Do I wanna
lord.
look? Oh dear
Th-
lord!
This is why we should min max. We should have just done
Min
that, but we
maxing
didn't.
really wouldn't have helped him.
No,
I knew it
No.
wouldn't have in this
No.
instance, but
Not-
It's-
not
for
those
future
two.
reference,
it's
let's never
basically
do-
what I'm best at.
So
Did you
really?
stretch?
Oh.
Did you?
with a heave, something in your back goes.
Oh, I said with the knees.
How am
You
I meant
lot
to
are
lift it with my
useless.
knees?
Take a -1 move penalty for a short while.
Okay.
That
You're
seat's
meant to-
really well attached.
Yeah.
Wimbledon, you're meant to like. You don't actually lift with your knees. You just like.
That was the problem. You said lift with
Oh, when you
his
tried
knees
to
and he
lift
sort of
with
put
the
his
knees,
knees
yeah,
under
you
and tried
jammed
to
your
yank it.
knees under the chair and tried to
Okay.
like.
That is
Oh,
gonna hurt. All right, you fools.
oh, thanks.
I'll just
Not
have
like
to
us.
carry you on my shoulders.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to be too heavy, am I?
Still got legs.
Oh,
Right. So the way I see it, there's a price on all of our heads now.
well, mainly yours.
Yes, but you're with me. So you're either with me or you're dead.
Mornington, what did you do to upset them?
I have no idea. I may have
Oh,
just given
that's
all of the
good.
lovely,
Okay.
lovely tech that I have reclaimed bravely from the zone to Father Aaron rather than Commander Epsilflund.
Escamp.
Yeah, something like that.
Epscamp. Did I get it right this time, Ben?
You did.
You
Finally.
did. The second
I
time.
spent all week practicing.
I
Commander
just
S
decided I
champ,
wouldn't say it anymore.
Messmamp, Escamp. There we go.
So,
Yes.
price
So-
on
No,
your
I
head.
suspect that's why he wants me dead. Too
So,
much of a threat to him because I'm just so damn good.
so what are you going to be doing, Mornington? And by association, what are we doing?
Well, we could venture further into the zone, but I don't think you two would survive.
Well,
I mean,
I'm
I mean,
just
if
gonna
we're
carry him about.
if we're being honest, I don't think any of us are going to survive.
That is true. So there is
Like,
the epic
yeah.
going out in a blaze of vengeance plan. Who's in?
Oh, okay. What, to the Ark?
Yep.
But my friends live at the Ark.
They have no place for us anymore.
Wow, but they're my friends.
No, they're not.
Name
What-
one of
what-
your friends from the
Vic-
Ark.
Victoria.
Wasn't she the little one's friend though?
She's all
Yeah,
of
I-
nice characters' friends.
Do you want me? I can start making up names. Don't
really
don't
nice.
test me. I'll just start making up stupid names.
There's
It's
still
not hard.
like 200 tube stations to pick from.
Oh, they won't be tube stations. They'll just be the nicknames I give people. Yeah, there's Squinty Eye Jim. There's
Toad
Leaky
Eric.
Sal-
Oh, the toad one.
Yeah, there's
Uh,
But-
Toadsworth.
Yeah. And didn't how many
Leaky
of them given
Larry.
you spoons though?
Yeah, no, they didn't ask for spoons. They're my friends.
They didn't
That's our
give you
home.
spoons though.
I'm not betraying our home for spoons.
Well, we can just leave
I'll
you here then.
Leave me here then. That's fine. But I
Or,
don't like.
you know, we could just carry him along. It's not like
But we're not gonna go
Much is
kill
gonna-
everyone at the Ark. They're
Well-
our family.
I
our
don't know about
home.
you, but
Not anymore.
they did rather shoot me and then stab me a bit, and I hadn't really
And tell you
done
what,
anything.
get the tying up.
Oh, yeah, and the tying up, and then I'm pretty sure they shot you as well, and that's why your legs are all floppy.
No, that was me. I missed badly. But that's not.
Okay, then maybe
But
we should
that-
leave.
Just leave me then. It's
Yeah, I
fine, I
think we
don't
should.
care. Right, leave me then. It's fine.
Okay.
Whatever. You're just gonna go
Wimbledon?
murder everyone at the Ark. So.
Just
I'm-
pick him up.
Just gonna lift you and see like, nah, you're not that heavy. I'll sling you off my back,
Yeah,
carry you
let's go murder our close friends and family. Cause
No,
fuck
don't
it.
have any friends. Don't have any family.
No, we
we don't
don't. What are
have
we
family.
then? Your accomplices, your confidants.
Alive.
Whatever.
Right, whereabouts do you wish to head then?
I would like
You
to
are currently in
cinema,
K30,
please, Bob.
and you would like to make your way back to the cinema, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 zones away.
Yeah, well,
along.
Are you going to go north and then west, or are you going to go west and then north?
I know west, don't I?
Yes.
I'll go west then.
Did the other dead people count as a sacrifice for the know the zone roll?
What's the last game? No.
Make a
Ah.
know the zone roll.
Know the zone or find the path?
Oh, you raise a good point. This is find the path.
Yes. I am going to put my camouflage jacket back on over my
Over your crisp white shirt.
just to be clear. Because no, total idiot. Idiot, yes. Total no. Okay, let's push that button and see how many failures I get.
Guys.
I'm gonna
1
make
failure, but you got 2 successes. So you find the path west through the zones that you know.
me.
So that's along the scrubland by the lake where you found the gutfish.
Oh, don't drink the water. Anybody?
Don't drink the
Does anybody
water.
want this fine leather jacket?
I'll sort of lift my Bermondsey up again away from the water, like
Yeah,
I was just gonna
drag
give him a drink. Oh, sorry.
What, like I'm a cat or something? I gotta give you a bath, and I'm like, no. Thank you. It's good to know.
Past
just going
where,
I'm
lower.
looking after you.
where the
Yeah.
death worm.
Oh
And-
yes.
Until
Oh, such happy days
Uh,
with that little mutant Jawa thing that breathes fire.
yeah.
Ah, good old Rodding. I miss Rodding. Rodding was a good companion.
I mean, we're
Okay.
kind of good companions. We're
Yes,
all
you
alive.
But that is surprising, frankly.
Oh, the police station with the bitter beast, missed that one out. And eventually you come back to the gigantic park area where you found the strange building with the car and
The
All of
many
the-
rooms of chairs.
many rooms of chairs
The many jellyfish of eating.
and the
Yes.
jellyfish.
Okay, if anyone has any metal about their person, I suggest you wrap it up in something. Because these sky jellies eat
any
metal.
metal on me?
God.
Do they eat?
I have these
Oh, there's a
knuckles.
question. Do they
Who's
eat
got
iron or do they just eat metal? Period.
They go for metal, but then
Just anything.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I think all my metal's wrapped up anyway, so it's all good.
Fair enough.
I'm
I
assuming that Wimbledon is carrying me bottom first, so he's slung me over
Yeah,
like
sort of
wet
like
wash.
If you're in
washing
luck,
up.
it's a fireman's carry. Otherwise, I've just sort of.
No. You're carrying me. Yeah, you're
Like,
carrying me like you'd
do-do-do-do.
carry wet towels, like
Yeah.
just slung over, and my head is facing your back. Just
If you see anything behind us, let us know.
yeah, I know.
Just
Right, there we go. So I've moved the little green indicator to show where you are. So you travel for a fair few hours through the zones and arrive at your destination as afternoon is coming on.
oh, goody. Under the cover of night, we will infiltrate the Ark and seed it with these metal-eating jellyfish.
How are you? That seems like a peculiar laugh, but how do you intend to get the jellyfish from here to over there?
To be honest, I haven't really thought it through. I thought I might rely on someone strong and capable of carrying things.
But they're jellyfish, and they're all squidgy.
Well, we'll find something to put them in. Some sort of bucket, probably.
Or a rope. Then we can sort of pull them along.
Or we
tie
could
'em
tow
together.
them. Ah, I like the way you're thinking. It's brilliant. Excellent. I knew there was a reason I'd kept you alive.
It's also
I was more annoyed with the other people than I was with you.
like we could put them in that smaller version of the fly thing, but the one with the wheels. There's a rusted one there.
Yeah,
And-
they eat those.
Yeah, but then tie a rope around it and
Drag it.
drag it.
Are you that
What
strong?
I love about that image, it's like, okay, how are we gonna trap the mouse? Well, we'll put a big cage of cheese, right? And then the mouse will go inside, then we'll close the cage of cheese.
There we go. Brilliant.
And then drag the cage of cheese
What?
while they're eating it.
How-
Oh,
Sir, how are we gonna capture this man-eating tiger? Well, we've made a cage of meat, right?
we did that episode 1.
Yeah, you are really forgetting my general plan.
No, I agree. I love it.
Here's meat. Ah!
So we can just strap bits of metal to, say, Bermondsey.
Oh yeah. Do you think they'd chase him?
Use him
I
as
can-
bait.
I can run really fast.
We could
so if
drag
I'm
him along
carrying
behind
him. I could run really fast whilst.
So I'm
carrying him.
assuming at this
They
stage you're kind of outside the Cineplex.
Yeah, generally chatting.
A little
Rather than
jellyfish.
stood in the foyer.
A little jellyfish
With the
opens
jellyfish.
like
Poking
Well, no,
at them.
it opens the window and goes, "Do you want to keep it down? Some of us are trying to sleep here." And it shuts it. Oh,
Would you be willing to get into this rusted vehicle and be dragged?
Would you like to get into this rusted vehicle? Can we
we
find
do
a
our breakfast.
box? Oh,
Make
wait,
a know the zone roll.
can I use my scavenger ability?
You can
to
use your
help with
scavenger ability to help
Thank
with that because you are quite literally trying to scavenge something.
that? Yes. What does my scavenger ability do? Because it's the last episode. I still
Yeah,
don't
I know it gives you a bonus. I think it's just of 1.
I'll take the 1.
Oh yeah, every little helps.
Dun, 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 dun.
I
I've got a
looked at, like-
success.
Yay.
Woohoo.
This is where Ben goes, actually, nah, it gives them a 0.75% increase. And I'm like,
You're
It's
thinking of
not
dragon.
Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, you're thinking Dragonlance.
that's why I can't play that game. I gotta relearn math
Also,
and
plus
percentages.
means minus.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
you want
Except
to
when
roll
it
as
means
low
plus.
as possible
Yeah,
to
yeah,
stab
yeah,
someone.
Except
yeah.
unless you want to roll high.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had a success then,
You did indeed have a success.
which is more than I've had so far today. So thank you, work.
And so you find in the back of one of these cars, horribly open and exposed to the elements, but you find a semi-transparent plastic box with a grey plastic lid on it.
Ooh, perfect. Oh, how many
It's quite-
jellies? I could
It's
squeeze
quite
in?
brittle.
Okay.
When you do put your thumb through the lid when you're taking it out of the car.
Okay.
But the jellies, if you recall rightly, are quite light. And if you can coax them in there and gently put the lid on top,
Okay.
It's going to require some finessing, but if you bait it right, you might be able to pull this off.
So we'll
How
go.
big, how big is this translucent thing?
About 2 foot by 2 foot by 3 foot, 3 foot long.
Now we play our favorite game. See if Nye can work out what Ben's describing.
No, I just described a plastic box.
Yeah, but why would you have a big plastic box in a car? I don't know why a person would do that. I guess if they're
Carry
escaping the
things.
apocalypse.
Around me, so you know. Okay.
Jeremy, have you got anything metal on you that we can put in the box?
I mean,
Spoons?
I don't know.
Got any spoons?
At this point, I'll just sort of start rummaging in his pocket.
Oh, well, you don't really need me to answer, do you? Just take
So
that if you want.
undignified. I love it.
He's got a couple of bent spoons in his pockets.
I do.
Tasty spoons.
Sort of drop them in the plastic tub. Well, box. There you go. We could use them.
Yeah,
Get them to come in the box.
yeah.
Excellent.
And use them to destroy our home and
That's
what is
right.
told us the last chance of humanity. Yeah.
No, it's not the last chance. There are at least 3 other arcs. They lied.
Yeah, they, from what we know,
Also-
they're doing swimmingly at the moment.
How are
No.
your legs feeling since you spent so much time with your friends from the Ark?
I'm going to ignore the pun that's right in there.
Wow.
I think Bermondsey's
growth as a
learned
character.
cynicism pretty fucking quickly. Because I'm remembering I played him last week and he was very different to this. But
was
a
a
lot
lot
of things happened.
And then he got shot in the head, and then he shot himself.
Life
Yeah, so
changing.
it
Life-changing
was a
thing.
bad
It is
day.
very life changing.
Okay, so we got some bent spoons in the bottom of the box. I'd like to grab a chunk of metal off one of these cars. To use it as a kind of tasty treat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Force. Don't bend with your knees. Lewis, that's so great.
Do you want
Now
me
I
to
own it. I'll bend with my knees.
I think
Put it
I've got it
between
this
my
time.
leg and I'll
This-
bend it.
Yeah, this time I have to use both knees.
Could I ask everybody to make a know the zone roll, please?
Oh crap!
you could but
Bend
that
with
would
your
be a bad
calves.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, now I failed.
idea. I do know the zone.
Ooh.
Oh,
You
I
do,
don't.
as does Bermondsey.
I haven't got a clue.
Clearly, you were looking the wrong way,
Clearly.
Mornington, while that was going on. But the other two of you notice a bright light shoot up off in the distance to the east. A bright, sparkling orange light arc up into the sky and burst into a bright red sun-like glow, and then slowly drift down towards the ground, giving out so much light that it's like a daytime star lighting up in the east. And a few seconds later, you hear a faint pop.
I probably noticed that.
You don't.
Well, you hear a
Oh.
faint pop and you turn around and the light's gone.
That
What are you two looking at?
was
It was
that.
like a tiny sun, I think.
Yeah.
Like there was a tiny sunrise.
It's
and
it's
then
like the
went-
one that's usually up high, but it fell down.
Well, yeah, that's the sunrise.
And the other one's
sun
still
goes
there.
away. Yeah, it's a tiny sun.
Okay.
It was just a really quick one, like a little quick sun, you know?
Well, fine. Anyway,
Does
back to the
that
sky
happen
jellies.
a lot?
No, I've never seen it happen before in my life. But that's like the most logical answer, isn't it? That it's a little
Many-
sun.
Strange
Yeah.
things out here in the zone.
Yeah, the sun gave birth to a baby sun, and then it
Yeah.
shot into the sky, and then it fell down, and that was its sunrise.
Yeah,
And
that
maybe
makes
tomorrow
perfect
it'll
sense.
pop up again. Who knows?
So do you think we'll have two of them now?
Possibly. Maybe there'll be lots of baby suns. Maybe this is when the sun gives birth to all its baby suns.
Well, if we live to see tomorrow, we can find out. By we, I mean you.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
All right. So, what's the plan?
To place the plastic box with the lid off in the doorway of
With the spoons in it.
spoons inside it, and then to kind of waggle a long piece of metal inside the cinema to try and entice jellyfish into the
No,
box.
why don't we just have a box that's set up like that and have a stick and a long piece of string and we just
That's
wait
plan
with a
2.
spoon?
Plan 2. Okay. Plan 3 is just running through the cinema holding the box over my head.
A line of spoons going up to the cinema and they go, oh, a bit of metal. Oh, another bit of metal. Oh, it's my lucky day, a third bit of metal.
Ooh, now I'm quite full. I don't know if I should continue.
Oh, I could. It's a cheat day. Come on, we'll go on. Oh, there's a nice little roof here. Oh no, we're trapped.
Yeah, exactly.
Wimbledon will suggest to Mornington, shouldn't you just like run a lap holding the bit of metal above your head
That's plan 3.
and then come back to the box and they'll follow you?
Okay, maybe that's plan
Sliding
4.
the box just in through the doorway.
Yes.
Is that the doorway that you rolled the car through?
Yes.
So the car has mostly gone in the 2 weeks since you put it there. It's just
Oh,
a
who
big
knows?
heap of rust now. And there are many, many sky jellies stuck to it. Some of them are quite teeny weeny, only about this big. Some of them are the bigger ones that you saw that are like a carrier bag with tentacles.
Can I just go pick small ones off the car?
You could.
Yeah,
Gonna
they are
leave the rifle
jellyfish. I
outside.
don't know how strong their parental attachment is, honestly.
Well, we're about to find out.
Yeah,
I'd like-
can't you
Small ones off the car, please.
turn
Okay.
into a plant or whatever? They don't
Yes,
seem to eat plants.
That's very true. I will.
They
bear
Oh,
that
that also reminds me that everybody gets a mutation point for every mutation they've got.
Yay.
in- Loads.
I can manipulate metal. Oh wait, that's the last thing we want to be doing right now. It's yeah. Woo.
Cut it out.
Ah!
Stop making those spoons move. I'd like to go
Tommy
jellyfish.
Cooper.
No,
Sorry,
that
my
is-
yates
Hey.
there, aren't I?
it's a dead
Hold
one of
on a
them.
minute. Spoons don't move. This is some kind of witchcraft. So you're gonna go jellyfishy
I'm just gonna go
jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
little
picking.
ones. I'll just pick
Yeah.
them up.
Like
Jellyfishing.
gooseberries.
They'll be easy, just kind of flick into the arc,
Oh
and then it'll be a
jeez.
slow,
Oh
munchy,
my
munchy, munchy,
God.
dissolvey.
Right,
Once
so
friends and family. Apparently.
pick-
We have no family.
how many are you going to pick off? You could fit dozens of these things into this
Dozens.
box.
Then,
Okay, so are you trying to fill up the box as much as you can?
yes.
All right. The other jellyfish seem completely ambivalent to you picking up these small jellies and putting them in. Each one of the small jellies sinks down to the bottom and starts on a spoon. Once you put others in on top of them, they start sort of squidging around one another. It's not until you've got it about half full that they appear to be getting a little bit restless.
It's like trying to put a helium balloon in the box. It's like, no, go back in, no.
By the time you're about half
Bring the
full,
lid,
that's
bring
very
the lid.
much what it's like. It's every time you put one in, another one floats out.
All right. Well, I'll stick the lid on then. I don't want to push my luck.
Seems
Clicks.
fair.
Like
I'll take
those
the box
ones.
out.
Yeah.
And I might, if there is sort of small bits of metal I can break off one of these rusted wrecks, I will break a few bit more off and kind of just bop them into the box.
Okay.
In the hole.
Could you
Yeah,
make
I made a hole with me thumb.
comprehend roll, Aldin?
A comprehend roll.
No,
not
I know.
Wow,
any
we've
idea
never
what
had to comprehend anything
I
in my
don't
knowledge.
comprehend anything. No, I don't comprehend anything. Can I push
Nope.
it?
That's all good. You can push it.
And you give yourself an aneurysm. I'm trying to comprehend. Ah!
There's something I'm missing. Ah!
I mean, it's asking us to use our brains. Like that's
Yeah, that hurts.
They were
games
the
ask us
first
to do something we're
thing that,
not built for.
yeah, the
You're
first thing that melted in the.
you've got
apocalypse.
a jelly stuck on your badge, that little gold badge with the aeroplane that you were
Get off!
wearing.
Get off!
Like a midgie.
You should keep
Keeps
that
trying
one
to
as a
float
pet.
back towards it.
Oh, that's kind of adorable.
I'll put it in
Right.
a pocket. Do I have a pocket? Can I put it in a pocket?
I put the acidic flying jellyfish in my pocket.
Yeah, but there's no
Ow.
metal.
What's wrong with that?
It's all-
I don't
it's all
understand what's
good.
going on.
Okay, you pop
like-
it in
it's
your
like-
pocket.
I'll put a little bit of metal in there for it. Yeah, just keep it happy.
That might not
Keep
be a
it-
wise
keep
decision.
it leaking
That one's
acid.
your familiar now, is it?
Yes, my zone squid. Hey, Facile. Hey.
So yes,
Right.
you've got half a tub of jelly.
Familiar. Wonderful. Right.
So
Wimbledon.
wonderful, in fact, that it weighs less than it did when it was empty.
Oh wow, really?
Wimbledon,
It's
could you
floating slightly.
carry this and deal with Metal Sponge Boy?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
I'm
There you
gonna
go.
assume that's me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put the box on
Oh,
top
lovely.
of on top of
Yeah.
you and put my arm on the
Yeah.
box.
Yeah.
There's
There
no
we
way
go.
that could go badly.
No, not at all.
Don't drop it, okay? It took a long time to collect those, and if you drop it, we'll never get them back in the box.
Yeah, but then you can just do the thing where you run with the metal. Just run at the arc.
Like the Olympic torch, but with jellies.
With jellies.
Floating behind.
There's going to be a lot of evil laughter this episode, I feel.
Mm.
Okay, I would like to make my way back to the Ark, preferably under the cover of darkness.
Very well. Make a find the path roll.
Jesus
Because
Christ,
that
we're
never
really
goes-
doing this. Great.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
really
that's
doing
great.
this. We're really, really doing this. This is where we get lost, though, and eaten.
You also have any
No,
opportunity to stop us now.
With what? What? Lucas,
Well,
don't taunt me.
Wiggle or
What am I
something.
gonna do? Wiggle, yeah.
will
Disapprovingly.
Even
Yeah,
even if I
wiggle.
was at full capacity, like if I was not really injured and all my stats were really damaged,
He's
What-
a lover, not
what-
a fighter.
yeah, I don't have any I can't fight both of you. You would just kick the shit out of me.
attempt to appeal to Mornington's humanity.
No,
I mean,
that's
attempting
not
to appeal
happening.
to Wimbledon's humanity might work better.
Yeah, but
My
what are you gonna
empathy
do? He's got
is-
guns.
I
You just
sort of
shoot
grab
both of
him
us.
from behind and squish
And
him.
squish me. Yeah, good.
So,
Nah, I guarantee we'll both get shot.
Right, you
He's
make
just
your
gonna
way
off us.
back to the Ark along the waterfront so that you can approach. And by the time you get back, you can see some torches lit inside. It is full dark by the time you get back. You can smell the lake behind you and to your right. You can see the walls of the castle looming in the darkness, made out of these giant metal containers.
Yes. So what I want to find is an area of the Ark that
Excuse me.
is maybe projecting out over the water that's very hard to see underneath. And that is where I would like to release my beautiful sky jellies.
Okay, are
So-
you going solo for that, or are you taking the others with you?
I'm going to go solo for that because I don't think they should have to
All
risk
right.
themselves.
Can you make a stealth
How
check?
kind.
And also,
want the box then.
yes, and I want the box. Thank you. Thank you, Wimbledon. You have been a staunch ally. I have
Now is the time, by the way, to appeal to Wimbledon's humanity. Mornington is gone.
Sneak, not stealth.
Right, fine. I mean,
Oh,
my
that was
charisma
sweet.
rolls are not
I
exactly.
break some of my camo.
Yes,
Somehow.
but it gets wet
Yeah,
and
this stuff ain't
drags
waterproof.
along. And it's quite old, so the water
Yeah.
does damage it a little.
Fall off.
So you head out into the water, swimming your way round the side of the dock on which the castle is built, and you swim out and round to one side. Right, while you're out there, let's go back to the other two.
So do I have to actually make a roll, or do you just want me to speak to you.
It's up to you. I mean, if you want to
Speak to
appeal to
my
him,
heart.
appeal to him.
I'm looking out over our home whimsically.
Whimsically. Oh,
How whimsical I
Wimbledonically.
am about
well,
murder.
I don't know. I don't know what Wimbledon wants. As you said, they got to know what somebody wants to convince them. And it's like, I don't know. Hey, Wimbledon,
Yes.
do you ever think that you're useless?
Well, no. Otherwise, they wouldn't keep asking me to lift stuff. And
Well,
have
that's
you
what-
seen my paintings?
No, but that's what I mean. Like,
Showing my arm with the little scroll of the bird on it.
no, yeah. I imagine you've like lain me down or something, so I'm not having this entire conversation. Yeah.
Just told you in front of me.
Oh,
With
well,
your
thank you.
kidneys.
Well, I mean, when I was at the Ark, I never felt useless. I always felt like when we were together, we helped each other and we were united by just, I guess, the goal of survival. And I recognize that that doesn't necessarily mean that the people in there are family and friends. And I recognize that the petty rivalries are definitely in there. I mean, there's 3 like guys that I never really paid attention to that are squabbling for power. And even though some of them are really nice and one of them's not really nice, I think that what the people there, the people that we were with, I don't think that they were. I don't think they had any ill intent, and I think that the people that attacked us either were doing so because Epscamp told them to, or because they had a personal grudge. And I don't think people should die because of a bad decision a bunch of assholes made. But it's too late now. He's gone, and they're going to be
I guess-
released.
When you remember that time I drank that big barrel of the yucky stuff.
Yeah, and we all
everyone
laughed. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was Epscamp who came over and took me to see the doctor, and he said I should help him out sometimes, and it was him who also gave me that grease to paint with. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Well, what do you think we can do about it?
Honestly, probably nothing. I mean, we could go tell them, but then that would get Mornington killed or exiled.
Well,
And
he has. I don't know if you've noticed, but he does seem to have a generally uncomfortable demeanor about him.
that's true. Well, but we have a new problem, which is, I mean, the damage will be done. I mean, can we get rid of the jellies once he's placed them? I mean, I guess we could.
You get some sticks and you go splat,
Yeah, that's true.
splat until they're all splat.
Well, we could think about doing that. We would have to do it while he's not here. Does make me
I imagine he
question-
wouldn't be.
Does make me question though. I mean, look how close we came. Like we're all that's left, and we almost and are currently attempting to destroy that because of some petty grudges. Because somebody likes somebody else a bit more than everyone else.
Well, I was mainly doing it because they shot me and then stabbed me.
No, I mean why they wanted to kill Mornington. Because
I
from
think
what
that's
I
also
tell,
because he shot people and then
no,
stabbed them.
but from what I understand of it, and I have a very limited understanding, so please correct me. It seems to me that like they're killing Mornington because they don't like him, which is fine. They can do whatever they want to do. But think of it that way. If they didn't like us, which they didn't, they were just going to kill us. We were in the way. We were a hurdle to them achieving a very simplistic and basal goal, and they just were going to kill us because we were in the way. I mean, that doesn't bode well. Aren't some of those scamp guys in there? And maybe they'll just do the same to us. We'll go in there, say, hey, Mornington's alive. And they'll just go, well, we'll just kill you because you're in our way.
So what you're saying is we should use the jellyfish to kill some of them and then keep the rest ourselves?
I'm saying I think whatever path we take, a lot of people are going to die. And I kind of am depressed that that's the path we've come to. That we
It's like
couldn't.
Luca's first revolution.
It's not like I have actually. This was the one thing I was thinking about. It's like, okay, we go back to the Ark, we decide to raise hell, innocent people die.
Yes.
We do nothing and leave. We've left them in the hands of basically a military dictatorship. Because as we've seen, they were going to off Mornington for nothing.
But they were also
Realistically.
going to off us because we were
Exactly.
next to Mornington. I
That's
also like how you went from trying to persuade me to help them to then like, well, devil's advocate for a moment.
Well, it's not why is devil's
Maybe we
advocate,
should.
but no,
This is where Nye really comes into his own then, when he gets the sort of chance to role play the both sidesism of it. This is exactly his moment.
It's beautiful.
I kind of
Beautiful.
depressed that I'm able to get
I
into the
am loving
mindsets of horrible people. But no, think about it. Okay, I'll get back into character. Like we split what to us is the only bit of humanity between three factions because we disagreed over the best way to help everyone, right? Which you'd kind of think if we wanted to help everyone, we wouldn't have split everyone apart into three distinct groups, which divided us and made things harder. I guess what I'm saying is if we do this and we betray Mornington, we have to know that we're not going to be the good guys because we're going to have to like betray someone we know and potentially get a bunch of other people exiled just because they associated with a nutter. And if we do nothing, we're potentially destroying the last vestiges of humanity, but a humanity
No,
that
there's the other ones.
we don't know. Has Mornington told us that in
Mornington told us.
character?
Yes.
Okay.
Could I
Well-
ask Lewis, could you please make a sneak check? Nye, you can
Having
make
this
one too.
chat.
Okay.
I'll still chatting.
That's fine. No, it's if
No,
if we're
it's
gonna,
all good. It's actually a relevant check.
No,
It's not just-
no. I understand that. I'm saying all this because if we're gonna salvage anything from this gameplay, which I think we should, even though I was being very pessimistic, I think it is kind of
your Dr. Pepper's kicking in now.
No. Honestly, like, isn't this such a common trope in a post-apocalyptic stuff? Ah, yes, we've split into our three stereotypical factions because we have different opinions on how to help the people. So to do that, we split into rival factions that only are going to weaken the resolve of the overall community to help the community. And I'm not saying...
Yes, that's called humans.
I know
humans,
that it's...
right?
I guess I'm being a little bit
You know what we're like.
pessimistic in saying that
Yeah.
I think at a certain point, humanity just kind of isn't capable of rebuilding. But that's... Admittedly, though, I am basically in excruciating pain and I have damaged myself to a point of, life-changing scale.
You
So
have a new best
perhaps
friend.
Bermonsley's opinion is somewhat skewed. So who knows? It's up to you. What did I get for sneak, Ben? I'm assuming nothing good since I'm
No, you're
loud and boisterous. Oh, that's nice.
No, you're right. Worse.
Jeez.
We
I
can't hear you,
I think Ben has gone.
Ben. No.
Oh dear.
all I'm saying, Wimbledon, is we have a really tough choice, and both options look tough. And even if we're getting rid of assholes, we still have to make that decision.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
What's the third choice then?
You hear someone walking nearby, breaking of some sticks, probably a patrol out from the Ark.
The third option is that we bury the hatchet and forgive everyone, but I don't know if that's really appropriate. We forgive Epscamp and his.
I think we're about to find out.
Well, was the
It
stealth to
appears
see
that
if
you haven't been detected.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You detect them.
Yeah, that's what the sneak check was for, to see if we stay hidden, but
we're
they
not
don't.
particularly sneaky and holding
You are Jack
philosophical
True.
debate about.
True,
But you hear them
but
before
think
they
how
hear you.
think how unsneaky they are. For all we know, this is like someone with big, thick, like
Yeah, you can hear
workers'
someone stomping through dry brush undergrowth.
I'll say this to Wimbledon. I'm not going to make the choice for you. I'm going to say I don't think we should let Mornington do this, but this is it. This is your do or die. I'm not going to stop you. Whatever you do it, okay? If we reveal ourselves, I will take that as we are going against Mornington. If we stay hidden, we're sticking with Mornington. I'll trust you on this.
No pressure, Lewis.
Yeah, so I will
what
give
am I meant to? I could shout,
endless
but then
philosophical
Wimbledon could just
debate
snap my
from
neck.
all
No,
sides.
I mean, you've still got all of your paths open to you. Go for it. What do you want to do?
And then I will tell Wimbledon he has to choose.
Right? No, that's fine. I can choose first.
Thanks.
I can just yell and get their attention. But
fine.
as I'm saying, you have the capacity just to snap my neck or run away. So that's what I'm saying. If I was to make the choice for us, you could unmake the choice. So that's what I'm saying. It is in your hands, if you catch my drift. If you want to support Mornington, you can stop me. If you don't, you can not stop me, is what I'm saying. So that's why I'm giving it to you.
I'll pick you up again. Put
Okay.
you over my shoulder.
Yes.
And just sort of slowly walk out towards them and wave.
Okay. Who is it? Do we know this person?
Who
I
goes?
presume we do.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Wimbledon, you're right.
Do I look all right?
No, you don't. You look like crap. And who's that?
It's Bermondsey.
Yeah.
That's Bermondsey. Bloody hell, he looks really rough.
Yeah, I
You
feel
recognise
really rough.
Epping, one of the stalkers from the castle. Well, let's get you back inside. Didn't you go out on a mission with Mornington Crescent?
Yeah, we did.
Well, that's a change. The last month, everyone who's gone out with him has not come back, and this time he's the one that's not back.
That's pretty much the way of it.
Hey,
Come on,
hey,
Let's get you in,
Epping.
and we'll get him looked at. Yeah,
Has
yeah. What's
anyone
up,
else left since we've gone?
mate? What, left? Gone out?
Yeah,
got
like
a
gone out
couple
for.
of people out. Yeah. Who was it that went out? Couple of Epscamp's boys went out the other day.
Right.
Sorry,
okay.
you're one of them, aren't you, Wimbledon?
Yeah. How many of the rest of us are there of Epps camps are there left?
Left.
Doesn't.
In the
Yeah.
camp.
Who stayed behind? Who haven't bit the cyanide pill?
Still a good dozen of the Ardnuts.
Oh, jeez.
Ah,
I don't think it doesn't.
Okay,
What could go
then.
wrong?
It doesn't. Took
But,
that through without breaking sweat. You're up.
Yeah, we don't know what happened to the three that went out. They went out on some kind of covert mission.
Oh, jeez.
You know
Yeah,
how he
right.
likes to talk.
it was a hit job. Great.
Yeah.
I don't
I'll
see that
just
in character.
sort of squeeze you before you say anything.
No, I didn't say anything. No, this is nice
Yeah,
saying this.
Oh, right, the lower spine. Yeah. Ow.
we should really go inside, shouldn't we? It's a
Well,
bit
you
dark
guys
out
in any
here.
trouble or anything?
Oh
Yeah.
well, we're just
A bit of trouble.
you know how it is when you go outside.
Yeah, well, let me take you to Metzger. You'll be all right then, won't you? It's a top bloke.
Yeah. All right. We'll go to
Come on then.
Metzger.
And he takes you back inside the castle and round to the water side.
Yep.
And there's a little sort of workstation set up inside one of the containers, carpentry and tools.
I just realised
Metzger's
something.
inside.
Is it Mornington Metzger's guy? No,
No, he's
who's
one of
Morning-
Aaron's guys.
Aaron, right? Okay, no, that's fine. No, that's fine. I know. I'm just saying, like, I just realized you're not like. I was thinking to myself, well, I guess it's within Mornington's character to sell the arc down the river. They are like Epscamp's hidey hole, and then I realized, wait, there are a bunch of other people that are supposedly his people, and he's super cool just killing them.
I don't
Yep.
have people.
Right.
I know
so,
you don't have people. I know.
So inside the arc, you guys
You're
are
a lone
taken
wolf.
into Metzger, and I will go
Yeah.
back out to Mornington on the outside. You're in Thamesis, King of Rivers. Up to your neck. It's pretty damn chilly and slightly glutinous, but it's best not to think about that.
No, I'm trying not to think
Don't
about
drink any of it, people.
it. So, is there like shipping containers above me?
Not
What do we...
directly above. No, the shipping
you drink
containers
it, I think
don't
you
reach all the way out to the water.
Okay.
There is a little pier that can get you right up to some of the shipping containers. It's very rickety and made out of wood and plastic barrels.
Well, let's give that a go.
So you're going to go along the side of that.
Yes,
You made your sneak check, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
I'll make another one. One moment.
Well, I shouldn't carry it
It's-
because you're
it's
still
fine.
in the same sneak.
Still sneaking.
Yeah. You didn't break sneak or anything.
Right? No, you are not noticed by the person who's on guard out there. There appears to be one of the stalkers on guard, bow and arrow. You can't see exactly which one it is. You probably know them.
Do I recognize them?
But not in the
Are they
shortage
one
of
of
light. Oh, mind you,
Professor
okay,
Elephant's troop.
you would have to activate your mutant power to get a taste for who they were, and the light's behind and above them, so all you can see is a sort of shadowy shape. Sheer shadowy shape.
Oh. So I might have to
Right,
kill
I'm just going to go for a
someone.
quick bathroom break. Apologies, but I'll be back in a minute.
And so you
Are
sneak.
they in my way?
No, they're on the
I'm
jetty,
sneaking past them. I'll sneak
watching
past
out into the river, and you
Oh, okay.
sneak under the jetty past them. So you sort of float past with your tub of jellies.
them with my
You come
tub
right
of
up
jellies.
against the back
Love
corner,
it.
which is where Metzger's camp tend to hang out.
Can I get to where Epscamp's camp tends to hang out?
He is on almost the
Or is-
opposite side to where you are now. You'd have to get out, creep round the back of the arc. And there, yes, you could. You absolutely could. You know your way around this part of the zone really easily.
Yep. All right, doing that. Somehow the psychic vibrations from my companions have compelled me to target my vengeance.
All right, I'm going to ask you to do
How were
one
your
more,
companions?
one more stealth check to do that last little bit of sneaking.
Sneaky, 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 sneaky. This is where it all goes to shit. No, not entirely. I didn't break my camo this time either. Dude.
Aha. You cocked up less than Monument did.
Hooray!
A flashlight
Mornington Crest.
beams on and misses you by a hair's breadth. Had you not been wearing camouflage clothing, they probably would have clocked you on that. And somebody shouts out, "Who
Yes,
goes?"
those child soldiers have come in useful.
A voice calls out, "Who goes?" It's one of Father Aaron's lot, you think. Answering? Not answering.
Not answering.
Okay.
Classic. Who
These
goes there?
three are-
Nobody. Ah, fuck. Ah, no, I fell for it.
Potatoes.
No man.
So you sneak on
Snake
round
gracious.
to
Anyway.
the little bit where Epscamp and his bods make their base. It's on that sort of top point here. Oh, that was wrong. Go to pointer mode. Yeah, this sort of top corner up here
Thingy.
that gives them a view out
that's a
over
good
the most of the zone for the shooting of the guns.
So they have some height.
Yes, they do.
That's a shame, isn't it? I will start.
And yeah, you can
seed the
see that
bottom
there's-
containers with
Okay, so you start plopping jellies down around Epscamp's wall.
the low. If I can find little nooks, if there's little holes, I can just kind of pop them through. Little dark corners, just not all in one place, but spread over a few. Preferably
Yeah.
the lower ones, so they'll munch through them, and then the whole thing goes kasploot.
It doesn't
Over
take you
time.
too long to realize that the main problem you've got with this approach is that it's going to take a good couple of weeks to actually come to fruition.
Yeah. It's like
These
termites.
jellies are slow acting, and these ones are babies for the most part. So they're going to be munching away at the wall. Absolutely. But it's going to take them a while to do
Yes.
very much. So having placed your
Yes,
delayed
this is not a plan.
action wall dissolvers, what's your next plan?
I would now like to sneak my way into Father Aaron's camp.
Over the wall or through the door?
There's a door? Is it a door directly into Father Aaron's camp, or is it into general Ark territory?
General Ark territory, and usually
No,
guided
to
by
win.
Epscamp's boys.
Then I'll go over the wall then. 'Cause screw that.
Right, make a move check.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good little combo. Dark
Oh.
chocolate and posh brandy.
wonderful.
Oh,
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I fall on.
prepared
No, I
for the
don't fall on
finale.
my face. The 3 sacrifices from last week seem to still be going.
It's the Ark. You've climbed this since you were little. You know your way around these places. So you find your footholds, your nooks, your crannies, a few little jumps and some pulls, and you lower yourself down inside the Ark in this corner over here, which is
Yeah.
where Father Aaron's little church makes their main base.
Can I make my way to Father Aaron?
Yeah. Oh, Mornington.
Father,
Hello. Well, welcome. When did you get back?
I'm not, and it's best if no one knows I'm here.
Come inside. And he ducks inside a tarpaulin stretched over the entrance of a container to make it bigger. What's the problem, my son?
Epscamp wants me dead. He sent out 3 of his finest to finish me and my companions.
That's
They-
reckless.
Well, yes, it was for them.
Do you have evidence?
Well, I have this fetching leather jacket. That look familiar?
Arsenal.
Yes.
We can use this.
There's something else you should know.
good people
Mhm.
say.
I have taken it upon myself to wreak vengeance upon Epscamp and those that ally with him. His
They're not
corner
dead,
of
are
the
they?
Ark, no, but his corner of the Ark is now critically wounded. Give it a couple of weeks and he will have no power base.
Interesting. You've done a good thing here. The only trouble we have now is if he believes that you're dead, if he doesn't realize that, if he doesn't think that you're dead, you're under threat.
Yes,
You have somewhere in the zone you could hole up for a few weeks.
I have a plan. I need to collect Perivale. She needs to come with me.
Very well. Anything else you need?
Supplies.
I'll see what I can do. I shall jump back to Metzger and you two.
Yeah. Hello, Metzger.
Wimbledon, and is that Bermondsey?
I mean, yeah.
It's me.
He's is
What
there a
happened to
chair
you?
nearby? Oh,
Yeah, he takes some stuff off a chair.
I got shot, got punched, then I shot myself. So that's how my
You got
Metzger,
shot.
Do you
yeah.
mind if I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
What are your personal feelings towards Mornington Crescent?
Well, he's one of Aaron's boys, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's useful. I mean, he gets stuff done. He goes out into the zone, he finds things, but at the same time, he's a little bit cavalier with the lives of other people.
Not
He's cost
cavalier,
us a
just
few
okay.
people. That's like the definition of being cavalier about other people's lives.
Are you or have you been equally cavalier with his own life?
That's
man,
actually a very fair question.
There
I thank you, Lewis.
so few of us left that really I just want us to pull together.
Well,
if you look at the projects that I've tried to put forward, it's been things for the good of everybody. It's the farming, it's the water. This is what I want to do. I want us to be able to build a community. If I could work out how we could start having kids again, we could do our thing to try and, I don't know, make things better. Try again, not screw it up like the ancestors did.
In that case, you might be interested to know that Epps Camp tried to kill us all.
He did what?
Yeah.
All of you? Aren't you one of his boys?
Apparently, we were sort of in the way of them killing Mornington, and that was reason enough to. Well, you can see, Burmy.
Yeah, I mean, I knew he didn't like Mornington because it was drawing a lot of attention away from his little army. But he's, at the end of the day, he cares about the security of this place. I mean, I know he's a little bit single-minded with what he wants to do. He cares about the Ark.
Yeah.
But I can't. And you got any evidence to support this?
I still have Thingy's bat, don't I?
You got a spiked
Arsenal's spiked bat. Yeah.
Metza. Oh, sorry.
Bermondsey, what's up? Look, can I get you anything? Do you want a drink? Bit of grub? A doctor?
I think it might be best if the doctor doesn't. If as few people as possible know we're here.
It's okay, Wimbledon.
This is huge, you guys. This is really huge. If Epscamp's gone so far as to send people out to kill one of our own, that's a dangerous overreach of power. And him and Aaron both have kind of equal hold on the people. But, you know, having someone killed is extreme, especially without a trial, without kind of consensus and assembly at the very least to discuss.
Yeah, well,
we could have looked at exile. If Mornington Crescent's done something that bad, we could have exiled him.
It's fine, no, that's all right.
But a kill, as far as I know, there's like 250, 212, I don't know, left in the world.
Metza, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, kiddo.
Do you want me to hold you up?
No, it's fine.
Pose you heroically.
Yeah.
No. It's not like that. I've just been thinking about something. So you know how I bend spoons?
Mm-hmm.
And I like bending spoons. Like, I don't know.
So
kind
I've
of-
heard.
Yeah, it's really fun. I recently spent like all my like bullets on buying like a really nice cake slice
I heard
because
about
I
that.
wanted to bend it. Yeah.
Pretty mental.
So I remember like
He's all
I the first time I did it, right? And I thought this is awesome because I feel so like it's cool because like if you get it just right, I was the only one that could do it because I wasn't strong, but I could just bend it just right. But then no one said that was not okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I thought to myself, well, I'll just do it again. And I kept doing it. And then nobody ever really complained. And I think no one ever complained because they thought that it couldn't be a bad thing, since if I'm bending the spoons, I must be doing it for a reason, a good reason. And they
Yeah.
never thought to themselves, maybe I was just bending the spoons because I could, and because no one ever said I shouldn't bend the spoons.
Right.
And
Where are you going with this?
well, I guess the question I'm asking is, did you ever think that maybe Epscamp doesn't care about the arc, doesn't care about us or anyone in it, just likes having the power, the prestige, the guns, the followers, and by association of allowing him to get to the point, we're all guilty for turning a blind eye and patting ourselves on the back by saying, well, we're not Epscamp. I mean, that guy's crazy. Like, he goes around collecting guns. We don't need guns or walls because we've
I don't
already
think
got
he's
them.
crazy. No, I mean, I know he really does care about
I,
security. He's pretty single-minded when it comes to his opinions. He's
I
not
got
very
stabbed.
flexible.
I think
I'm pretty sure I'm the one who told him that Mornington Crescent might have potentially lost a few people.
I
Yeah,
think
pretty
that
sure you are. Yeah.
Epscamp,
I'm not going to
regardless
say
of
that to Metzger.
no, I think wherever Epscamp was at the start of all this, that's not him. If he's going to kill us, well, I'll be honest, I feel like a loser right now. I'm not going to put Wimbledon down and
You're
say
not a
"Use
loser,
one."
Bermondsey. You're not a loser at all. I mean, sure,
I've
you're
got
not a
you,
great
mate.
hunter.
I've got you.
You're not a fantastic warrior, but you've got things that you do. You make people feel good. You keep people happy. People like you.
Metza, you're a nice guy. I've always thought that you were doing right for the arc. But with the best one in the world, with a absolute terrifying person with a lot of followers and guns, I really don't want a pep talk right now. And I'm a bit more concerned that when we're describing to you how one of your own co-leaders tried to have two of the very precious, as you pointed out, citizens
three.
row, your three, your first default was to tell me I'm not a loser rather than go, well, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have allowed a guy who was really into guns to build up an arsenal of guns with a bunch of people that also really like guns.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from.
I feel like
But this is something that everybody needs a say in. This is assembly stuff. We don't have co-leaders. I mean, Aaron and Epscamp, they both represent kind of extremes of opinions. They've got their own camps and their own power. I'm just a guy. I'm not a leader.
I know, but I think that's not a good way of looking at it. Because if you are the person that people want you to be, you have to take responsibility. And you can't fall back on that I'm just a guy routine when you have the power to save people. If you want to be the guy, then you shouldn't be influencing everyone else. And you do influence everyone. Everyone looks up to you, man. But
I try not to. I really try hard not to influence people.
I tried hard not to shoot myself in the spine, but as you can see, the world doesn't always go the way we plan, and you have found yourself in the situation where you hold the keys to the future.
But what if my influence is no different from either of theirs? What if my influence is fake, if it's from outside? What if it's just my powers doing their thing?
If you always are looking at the world and saying, well, I don't want to be that, so I'm not going to ever do the thing that I think will lead to that, then you're never going to do anything. If you don't want to be them, you have to work towards not being them. And the only person who knows that is you. But, sorry, Wimbledon, you were going to say something.
It's like they told me before I drank the big barrel. Sometimes you have sludge thrust upon you, and you have to.
Some men are born sludgy. Some men achieve sludginess.
That's great. I love it. I love it.
Some men drain the sump of a deep
sometimes you just have to drink it.
Bravo.
If you don't want to be the leader, you don't have to be the leader. I'm not going to force you. But considering how well Wimbledon and myself did in that fight, I don't think any of us could stop Epscamp if he wished. And I don't know what Brother Aaron is. I didn't even know he was apparently an extremist. I never really listened to his sermons, but if he's gone off the deep end, then I guess...
I'm kind of concerned about his obsession with the pigs, to be honest. I don't like where that's going.
Oh, so you're not thinking he's you're not thinking he's a threat per se, but you're thinking if Epscamp said, I'm going to give you pigs, he would fall in line with him.
I'm more thinking that if you're prepared to sacrifice a pig, what else are you prepared to sacrifice?
Okay, I understand. Yeah.
Having a religious view is fine, but taking it to the extreme where you're prepared to kill things in the name of faith is dangerous territory.
At the moment, Epscamp's doing most of the killing, and we'd like to avoid future killing, and then we can look at other possible future killing after that.
Right. So do you think an assembly? Do you want me to call an assembly?
Oh boy.
If you've got evidence and we can present it, what's he going to do? Try and overthrow 200 people with 12?
Are these 200
he might try
armed?
it if he's that's what I was about to say. As you have just pointed out, every life is precious, and I'm all for that. If he so wished, even if one person dies at the assembly because he tries to stage a coup, we've just killed somebody. We've put somebody in risk. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be democratic. I just think we should.
Demo what?
I don't know. I remember that, what are they called? The ancient. Who's the mother figure for all of us again? What's she called?
The elder.
The ancient.
The elder. Yeah, I just remember the ancient saying lots of those words when I was bending the spoons. I was never listening. I was just bending the spoons. Anyway, I wholeheartedly think that if we remove Epscamp's power, so we get rid of the guns, not get rid of, just hide them or something, or I don't know, make sure he can't get to them, hold the assembly. And then if he decides, well, I'm just going to kill everyone, then we kind of have our verdict. And if the assembly goes, no, what Epscamp did is totally cool and we don't care, then I guess we're all fucked. But
is Mornington Crescent still alive?
Last time we saw him.
Yeah, but
do you know if you could persuade him to come back in?
We'd have to find him.
This is technically kind of a betrayal on his part, because he didn't want us to come in here and say all this stuff. So
he did threaten to kill you.
A little voice is reminding him staring dead eye at both of us, going, "I will kill you if you dare go in there and speak to Metza."
I'm pretty
I
sure
think my particular line was, "You're either with me or you're dead."
Well,
Yeah.
to our knowledge, we're against you. So I
Right, okay,
think.
I see 3 paths before me right now.
Okay.
Path number 1, we call an assembly with what we've got, which is basically a spiked bat and your 2 swords. Right now, that will go a long way, but I don't know how anybody's going to stop Epscamp coming to the assembly with troops and guns, other than the fact that he doesn't know
Yeah, but
that there's a need for them. Way number 2,
have
I
a
go and
feeling
talk
he's
to Aaron.
Okay.
If I talk to Aaron, then we present a united front. Maybe 2/3 of the people in the Ark go our way. And way number 3 is we use Epscamp's own way against him, which I hate. I hate that I had to even say it.
I mean,
Well-
can't we do 2 and then 3?
Well, the way I see it,
Sound
is
tactical thinking.
and I'm not the brightest spark here, but if all 3 of those lead to some people dying, which, I mean, realistically they will, like, I mean, even if Epscamp just comes with like a little scrappy pistol, and goes, well, I'm upset with this, and shoots one of us, that's still, like, sure, we'd stop him, but somebody might die.
But somebody
I
might
hope
die
those
either
are
way.
his exact
Yeah, no,
words.
I know that's what
While
I'm saying. I'm
upset with
just,
this.
oh yeah, no, totally. I could see him being like, huh, okay, I'm in the assembly. It's weird to be calling at night. Well, I've got my boys with me. That's fine. Huh. The 2 people that were in Mornington have come back. Oh, this doesn't bode well. Huh. Oh, they've got Arsenal's bat. Oh, this really doesn't bode well.
Bang.
Oh, Metza and Aaron are talking in oh, I don't like their tones. This doesn't bode well. Oh, the people are getting angry at me. Well, I don't like this. Bang, bang, bang. And then they stop him. I describe all of that in vivid detail.
If only we had someone who could like stop bullets and bend them
Yeah,
away.
imagine that.
Yeah,
could
you saw how well that went for
potentially
me, Wimbledon.
Well,
I have this really big hole in my head where
practice
I
now.
tried to stop the bullet.
But you're still here, so you kind of stopped it.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do, guys? You've come to me with a problem.
I'm
I'm happy to help you with the solution. I'll give whatever pull you want behind it.
Yeah.
I agree something needs to be done, but I don't want to be the one pulling the string on this and saying, make it go.
Even though if you want to be the leader,
I don't
have
want
to be the
the
one.
leader.
Well, that tough shit. All
You're
right.
having the
I have
sludge
had
thrust upon you.
Metscamp. I have had the shittiest day possible.
Metscamp
Okay,
now.
I'm
Just
in
holding him in your face now.
excruciating pain, and all my spoons were given away to feed some fucking jellyfish. So you know
Oh
what?
god, that's
You
true. He's
can-
got
you
spoon
can-
withdrawal.
You can shut the fuck up and listen. You are the boss, okay? People listen to you, and you have a great deal of power. If you cannot be arsed to take responsibility for that power, I don't know. And you know what? And I look at him in the eye. If you
Loving
don't
it.
want the power, then we'll give it all to Aaron, and we can watch this place go to a pig sacrificing, child farming, whatever the fuck he
Hang
plans
on,
for
what
it.
now?
Well, he's got the pregnant girl, and I have a
No, he
feeling
doesn't.
that's going to go really creepy really fast. Look,
You
we will
always
help
have that
advise you. We will give you a suggestion. We will give our opinion, and that's good that as a leader you would listen to us and you listen to the people, but you need to be the one that makes the decision. Otherwise, you can't be a leader if you just defer it to other people to take responsibility. That's not what a leader does.
I am going
And
to
if it
give
goes
you
to
a make a deal roll.
that's fine.
And I'm going
Finally,
to give you a 3 dice bonus because your argument has been incredibly persuasive. All right, let's see how this
Bravo.
I
goes.
still fuck it up somehow. I
Oh,
get all
no.
ones.
Oh no, not fucked up in the slightest.
Whoa!
4 successes.
Ding ding ding. I was
You've
ready with a
just
re-roll
taken-
and everything.
You've just taken the exact route that puts a little bit of steel into his spine. He's so scared of
Don't say spine. I'm very touchy about that.
you got a bit of steel in yours.
Oh! Oh, foul. Foul. That's a low blow.
Well, yeah,
Jesus.
I still think we also gonna need to have a chat with Aaron. Well, you're gonna need to have a chat with Aaron.
All right, I'll do it. You've convinced me. I'm in. Let's make this happen.
Okay, so I
Do you
think
guys want to wait here, or do you want to come with?
If Wimbledon, what do you want to do, Wimbledon? You're my trusted.
I don't know. I feel kind of bad about leaving Mornington in the lurch. Shouldn't we try and find him at least?
He's a stalker. If he's out there in the dark, you're never going to find him at night.
Oh, I also feel like I mean, Wimbledon, and I kind of want to do like a conspiratorial, like eye waggle. Like, I think Mornington would be a little bit upset with us.
Yeah, I know, but you know, you just
You know, well,
talk to him and yeah.
Oh,
It'll be
thanks.
fine.
Yeah, you talk to him.
Yeah.
I'll stand behind you like a shield almost, and you talk to him.
If worst comes to worst, that's why I'm holding you like that. I intend to grab you by the legs and use you as.
Oh, a club, not a shield. Oh, okay.
My God.
The inhumanity. It's what we've.
Oh wow!
substituted
Sorry,
for.
chat's gone mental for the last couple of minutes while Nye was making his motivational speech.
Impassioned plea.
Was quite wonderful.
I don't think it's out of character. I think
No, it was brilliant.
great.
Don't get me
I
wrong. That's
think-
actually one of the high points of the game so far.
Yes.
I mean, that's like a positive high point in the same way that throwing yourself in the crocodile's mouth was kind of a negative.
Yeah.
Was,
Hilariously funny, not great for story.
And I will say, Alden, I know you wanted to
story.
go like I don't know,
I would love
Rambo on
this.
these guys,
This is
but I
magnificent. As I said, the viewers won't be able to see it. I put it in the chat while I was talking that somewhere distantly, Mornington's one heartstring is strumming
I did see that. I went,
at this kind of spark of humanity that has been relit.
All we need to do is hug Mornington to give him his empathy back. And he'll get
in
to
and out of
two.
character. I think Mornington isn't a bad guy. I just think that he has been much in the same way. I don't think Wimbledon's a bad guy for listening to Empscamp's bullshit. I just think because they were alone and perhaps the weirder kids, Empscamp was like, yeah, sure, I'll hang out with you. I know you didn't go to Empscamp, you went to Aaron, but he's
Also weird.
yeah, also really not good for lonely, isolated kids.
I like being alone.
I know you do, but that's not
Metzger
healthy.
pulls a little
mindset.
tin out of his pocket, about sort of an inch square, and opens it up, and he pulls the little white tablet out, and he says, "Look, get that down, yeah.
Take the white tablet.
It'll help you feel a bit better. We don't have a lot of them lying around, but
Yeah,
you clearly need it.
thank you.
One each, or
Just Bermondsey, because he's the one who's
okay.
horribly paralyzed."
yeah.
And so
Oh,
it's a
is this gonna
painkiller,
It's gonna not make me feel like shit.
yeah. It's basically he's
Alright,
giving you a
okay.
painkiller
Yeah, okay.
to help you feel a bit better.
Now, I would like to say that's not me not understand the real world, because a white pill can mean a lot of things.
In a lot of things.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I
very true.
take it.
We don't
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
white
I
pill
needed
it is
that.
yet.
Yeah, he spikes you with ecstasy. You now want
I
to dance
love
with your
everybody.
hands.
Boop, 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 boop,
Wimbledon,
boop,
Wimbledon,
boop, boop,
keep
boop,
picking me
boop.
up. It's really nice. I like being picked up.
Oh, you're just stroking the back of Wimbledon. Oh. See, this is what Mornington needs.
Yeah, painkillers.
There.
That's all that was. Painkillers.
Next, he needs a bit of
Painkillers
E.
and rave music.
That's what he's been missing all along.
So Wimbledon,
And
do you want
maybe
to go
some
with?
That's a
or-
great little still there of all of us just raving for a second on the Twitch feed. Right, so
Yeah, we're going with, I assume, because I'll need Wimbledon to give me a fireman's
Yeah.
lift if we are.
come on then.
Yeah. No.
And he heads
Yeah.
over to Father Aaron's little camp. And one of Aaron's enforcers is stood there wearing a dressing gown. It's supposed to be robes. You don't call it a dressing gown, but it's a dressing gown.
Yeah,
Brown dressing.
but we wouldn't know what a dressing gown is.
That's true. Wearing a long brown dressing gown, and he's got a big meaty club in his hand. Like,
Is it actually a piece of meat?
no,
He is
Okay,
wearing
check.
something under the dressing gown. Yeah,
you
Probably
certainly
not.
hope so.
You're
We
not
We
gonna
don't
ask.
have underwear. Remember when we use it
I
as
know we don't have
flags?
underwear. I'm saying
Cannon.
Nye hopes there's something under there.
No, it's an open dressing
Oh,
gown.
there's
He's wearing
something under there.
clothes underneath it. He's got
Oh,
like
okay.
trousers and a shirt, but it's the dressing gown that draws your attention.
Of course, yeah.
I've always thought they'd look comfy for painting in.
It's a bit late for visits.
True.
What do you want?
So sweet, Lewis.
Metzger says, look, I need to talk to Aaron. He's busy at the minute.
He ain't that busy.
We're gonna go in and Mornington's gonna
Just gonna shoot you in the face.
And Metzger kind of looks this guy in the eye and he says, I need to talk to him about an assembly now. And you can almost feel the weight of Metzger's personality kind of come out of him. He doesn't tell people to do things. He's never told people to do things. He makes suggestions. And this time he's literally told the guy, and the guy kind of just takes a step back. And it's like, yeah, all right. But don't take long. And he lets you in. Metzger does a little shiver. I kind of hate that.
You're
If
not
it
meant to
happens, it
enjoy bossing people about, but
It's
As
not
I
the boss.
said, as I said, 12 people with guns that don't mind killing us to get what they want. You're feeling a little bit shit about bossing around is the least of our concerns right
Yeah, yeah.
now, okay?
No, you're right. You're right.
Listen to that one.
Could you?
Painkillers are making me feel good.
Yeah, apparently so. Check you out. What's a listening check? I might actually get. What's your best listening type skill, Lewis? I think Nye's best listening skill is probably sense emotion.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
So is mine, actually.
Well, you can make sense emotion.
Holy crap. What is that? Why have you still got 3 more?
Oh, because I haven't taken his gear dice off.
Fine.
For
But
his
you know, he didn't get any
passionate
successes on
speech?
them anyway. Right, so you can hear voices talking, and there's clearly some emotion coming out of Father Aaron inside the tent that he's in. Metzger just kind of walks in and sort of pulls you after him
Hold a long line.
into a tent wherein Father Aaron is talking to Mornington Crescent.
Shit.
I'm gonna
Hold Bermondsey like a shield.
Bermondsey. No, squeeze Bermondsey and like
No.
run up to Mornington and grab him in the other arm and go,
What?
"You're still
What?
alive!"
Well,
Yes, you idiots.
For all we knew,
no, that's very true. You seem quite attached to him after he threatened to kill us.
Father Aaron says, Metzger, what's going on here?
Why are you
These two
idiots
came to
in
see
here?
me.
Ow,
They were out with
actually-
him. Has he told you?
yeah,
Told me what?
He's got into character.
About the hit.
yeah.
Did you tell him
Mornington,
about the hit? I don't remember.
Did I?
we're
Yeah.
gonna-
I've lost track of conversations I'm having with myself now.
Did
Yes.
Mornington did he get a
Mornington
chance
told
to...
Father Aaron about
Yes,
the hit.
he
He
did.
showed him the
Yeah.
leather biker jacket as
Yes,
proof.
yes.
Aaron
And we
said,
had
"Oh,
the
excellent,
bat.
gives him
And
leverage."
Metzger's like, yeah, these guys
And
have
you
got
were
the
wanting
bat.
to duck out with somebody, and that's
Yep.
probably when we come in. Is when you're
The
saying, "Yeah, I need to
one
go. I need
person
supplies
I
and
care
stuff."
about. Yeah.
and hug you.
So yeah, Perivale ducks into the tent as well at this point.
Oh God, it's a
Okay,
party.
get off me, Wimbledon.
But you're alive.
Yes.
Wimbledon,
Uh,
what? Why did you move quickly? I don't know where we are. I'm just looking
Oh,
at the
wait.
ground.
I'll turn around so that you can.
Oh, Mornington! Hi! Oh, hi! It's good to see you alive and fully armed.
Yes. I think I gave you 2 instructions.
Yeah,
Well, we're kind of also
It
dealing
seems you
with
didn't follow
Epps
them.
camp.
we followed the
Neither
instructions
did you.
to the T, and that was don't get caught. And we didn't get caught; we got found. And there's a nice distinction there between the two. When you get
I-
caught with the spoons you're not meant to have, that's bad. When you are found with some spoons, that's okay.
You're insane.
Wow,
Hello,
that was some
Parasail.
convoluted logic. Morning.
And
Yeah,
also,
because I
you
want him
know,
to shoot me.
Metzger
So as long as he's
seems
trying to
game
untangle that.
for keeping us alive as well.
I'm not quite sure why there are so many people in this tent now, but I'm leaving.
Wow.
Don't leave
Parasail.
just yet, says
Why not?
Metzger,
Why?
because we're going to need you if we're going to move against Epscamp.
But I don't need to move against Epscamp.
Well, you don't need to move against Epscamp, but there are 212 people still living in this encampment, and he's posing a threat now. So, Aaron, he's moved against your people. He's moved against the people. Will you stand with me if I call an assembly and call him out? And Aaron kind of strokes his beard. On one condition.
Is it pigs?
It's gonna be
No,
things.
not pigs.
Okay,
Pigs is
just checking.
secondary.
You'll be the girl.
The pigs were always secondary, but Epscamp's got a girl
Yeah, he's got
that he's
girl.
holding. The girl that's with child. I want her delivered to my camp so we can better care for her.
You know she's a person, not
Yes, I know she's a person.
yeah.
There's
and you're
also
talk-
another person inside her, something that hasn't happened for the
Yeah.
entire history of our people.
That's very good.
And,
It's also
you
nice
know-
to see you're talking about her like she's just a piece of meat, like a pig, like barter and trade, something that we have to give you for you to do something. That's called a trade. That's called a transaction, my friend. That is called currency. And I personally don't feel like using a human being, a mutant, a fellow sister, as currency is very religious or good.
Yeah, but she's
Aren't you the
also-
spoon comedian?
I am the spoon comedian, but I'm on a really shit day. And you know what? I think I'm allowed to come out my shell a little bit.
I'm impressed. Yeah, everybody thought that you were just an idiot who bent spoons, but it turns out that you're actually not too bad at discourse, although that was a fairly stringent attempt at reductio ad absurdum. I have the most medically trained personnel among my
You do?
group of
It's
people.
true.
Therefore,
Yeah.
the first child born into the
Mhm.
people should be born here where it can be cared for,
Yeah.
whatever it may be. And I say it, not because it's a piece of meat, but because we do not know whether it will be male, female, lizard, reptile.
Uh-huh.
My belief is that it will be the golden child.
But for
That has
future,
yet to be born
Yeah.
out.
and for future
So-
reference, don't say I'm only going to do this thing if you do this thing for me. Rather, and I look at Metzcamp quite pensively at this, I say, rather
Names
you
change.
say we're going to do this
Merging.
thing, we're going to work together, but can we make sure we don't do this thing because it's really important to me and the people I care for that this thing doesn't happen. However, I'm not going to hold the fucking person against you if you don't do the thing I'm saying.
Maybe you should be in charge.
I don't want to be in charge. I want to
perfect.
not.
Be.
He
I-
did a
the
whole speech
painkillers
about it and everything. I wasn't
The-
even there.
The painkillers are just kicking in. I'm feeling really good right now, but I'm still dripping a lot of blood all over Wimbledon. It's quite
I'm
rude.
sure we plugged.
And I
that.
want my
you've plugged up all
spoons,
the blood.
okay? I just want one spoon to bend just so I feel a bit in control.
Paraveil pulls a spoon out of her bag
I instantly bent it.
and,
Oh,
and sort
thank
of
God.
hands it to you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
it's
Perry.
yes, thank you. Oh my God, I really
You
shouldn't
always
do
were
that.
the best of us, Paravel.
Yeah. How do
Morning,
you
Ting.
feel
Will you help us or not?
How?
How?
Well, by
Guess how.
By leaving and never coming back.
So taking the coward's way out.
No.
Do you need
Have
another
you been
hug?
out there? There's nothing cowardly about.
Oh,
the
I'm sure.
zone.
I'm sure leaving a bunch of defenseless people to
I
fend
am
off a bunch of
going to
nutcases
stab you
with guns.
With an arrow.
Stab me with an arrow. You've done it
Okay,
before. I'm
I
not
do.
afraid you. Fuck it. I'd kill me
I
if you
am
wish. Do it in
going
front of
to
all these
stab him
people.
in his num leg with an arrow.
Yep, you feel nothing.
You
He
know
pokes
what?
you with an arrow.
I'm
Perivale
just gonna
smack.
twang it as you keep talking.
Perivale smacks you on the shoulder and says, "Stop that,
You know what?
Hey. At
Sorry.
least-
Morny.
Lewis, go.
Morny. You've got to help them
Yeah.
Why?
because Epscamp's gone nuts. Because he wants to take over this entire encampment and run it like it's a private army. It's not an army. It's people. You remember people, Morny?
Vaguely. Mostly I remember lizards and teeth.
People. Some of those people are my friends.
I mean,
Okay.
my hug didn't help. Maybe you should try.
He's
I'm
not
sure
in his
the answer
hugging
is
place
hugging.
right now.
A hugging place?
Mornington. And I tried to look at you, but I still imagine I'm still slung over the shoulder, which
I
I'm all
walk
for.
round.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so now I'm walking round and you're turning. Okay, we have a farce.
Look,
We
Mornington.
get there in the end.
Bermondsey.
Right. And I will roll because I do feel like I would have to roll to try and convince whoever. But here's what I'm going to say to you, right? I don't know your life. I don't know the stuff you've gone through. I don't know the hardships you've faced. I don't know the people that
Mostly
you've seen.
heroism and saving the
I'm
ark.
sure it was. I'm not sure the people you've seen die in front of you. All of that in this exact moment in time means Jack Diddley, my friend. You have two choices. You help us and do the right fucking thing, or you run away with your tail between your legs and live like a crazy hermit, like that, like some kind of weird hermit crab creature. I don't know what's going
Some
on. The
kind of
painkillers are just starting to
squizzard or
kick in.
Some
something.
sort of squid wizard. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Look,
I mean, I don't have a tail, but I'm with you
Yet.
so far.
look,
Yet, true.
look,
There is
look at me.
still time and hope. I pick your head up. Yes.
I'm gonna say something that, look, I recognize that you've probably been an outcast, yes, or you choose to be, whichever you think is the admirable way to go. And you know what? I'm not going to complain. I'm the complete opposite to you. I tried to surround myself with as many people as I could because I was terrified of being alone. That was the greatest thing I feared. And maybe what terrifies you is being surrounded by people.
It's a vision of hell.
But we have to confront our fears. I had to confront my fear out there when I was lying on the ground, bleeding out, not being able to feel my legs because I thought you would abandon me. And I think you almost were close to abandoning me, but you didn't.
No,
Now, I
That
don't know
was
what.
pretty damn heroic.
And you know what else you did? You finished Arsenal. I didn't do that. You did that.
I did. And I got to carry that. And you got to carry a lot of weight on your shoulders. I heard the rumors. I know that you're basically like a death sentence for whoever goes out with you. And to be fair, both me and Wimbledon are at death's door.
Not quite emphasize that.
Well, no, come on. He went out, people died, right? And
Canary
I know,
Wolf's
but,
still
you know.
alive. You two are still alive.
yeah, but we were like, and I look at Mets Cup not to say anything. Like, come on, we were like the Z team. Like they called us in because they wanted rid of us because we were annoying. I love Wimbledon's art, and I like to think he likes my spoon bending. But to be honest, yeah, you're shaking your head. I can see that. People didn't
I'll
like
carry
us.
you anywhere.
Look,
What do you need me to do?
do
I
what you do
turn to
best.
Metzger and Aaron and go, what do you need me to
To
do?
shut us up.
Yeah, no, shut
Metzger
us up,
pipes
man.
up. He says, "Just speak. Evidence. You three are the only evidence we've got that Epscamp sent out some of his enforcers to kill other members of our community. Now, none of you were taken to trial. None of you were accused of anything. There was no assembly called to judge any of you. It is not his right to judge you. It is the right of the people to do so. And it will be the right of the people to judge him. So we're calling an assembly. You be there, you provide evidence when called on. That's all we ask."
Okay.
Up to you
And,
Can I
guys.
suggest that we send the mouth out first?
I don't know that we have
I
that
look
kind of
around
time.
as limited as I
that kind
look
of
around
time.
as limited as I can. Who? You call me Spoonbender in the past. I assume that was the nickname I was given.
Okay, bullet
Right.
sponge.
We're doing
That's
it then.
fair
We're
enough.
calling
Yeah,
it
you can
now.
call me that.
Before everybody goes to bed, it's now.
Yeah.
Aaron,
Okay.
do you want to have one of your people do the bell? Aaron's like, if you wish. He goes to the door and he says something. And a few minutes later, there's a bonk, 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 bonk from in the middle
Really
of
quick
the.
bell. Wow. Sorry.
Well, I
We have
say
a
bell.
drum.
It's more the sort of
Barrel
bonnet of a
also.
car that somebody
Oh,
hits
really?
with a
Oh,
hammer.
that's awesome. I love it.
Dong.
The sacred bell.
Dong, dong, dong.
Tooting's old bus.
You don't want to get too much of a beat going because otherwise those painkillers.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's Bermondsey starting to.
Wow.
I can see sound, man.
And people
Bermy.
start gathering. People start gathering by the front gate in the open space that's there. Aaron and Metzger both climb up on the gate. Epscamp's there seconds later, pulling on his jacket.
I was gonna say with like one of those little night caps, like jammies on.
Like
the
cat
main
and an
hit-
assault
He's
rifle.
pulling on his uniform jacket, but he is carrying an assault rifle. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I
lovely.
thought
Bermy, do
Yeah.
you think you're up for bending some bullets if this goes south?
Out of character. They have to be targeted at me, don't they? I think
yes,
they do.
but you can affect metal. That's how you're able to do your spoons.
I am more
Yeah.
than willing to put you in the way of bullets.
I know you are. Yeah, you might have to do that. You might have to throw me at him. If that comes, I'll give you the signal, which is throw me at him,
excellent.
or
So you
just throw me
push
at him
away
the minute he.
all metal objects within
I might
short
miss
range. You can
comprehend that and
throw
just hit him
metal
with
objects,
you.
Okay, I
and you
can
can
throw them.
shield yourself against bullets and other metal weapons. So it's
So
not just
could-
bullets; it works on swords as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. One of them draws the saber. How dare you, good sir! You besmirched Epscamp's honor.
Would you have
Um,
one?
Oof.
Why wasn't I playing that character?
You really- I know
Yeah,
that.
that was fabulous. Hey ho.
So I
So one
theoretically,
by
if
one,
he,
A
Oh,
massive
sorry.
amount of people are gathering in the sort
I'm
of
just
castle courtyard area. Words are hard sometimes. Looking up at the gate where you've got Metzger and Epscamp and Father Aaron. Probably not every single person in the Ark. Well, certainly not three of them. But there's likely to be a couple of others out. But they work on consensus of who's there at any given time. People are curious because they weren't expecting an assembly. Usually an assembly gets notified a couple of days in advance. So there's a lot of gossiping going on. People turning to their neighbors, asking what's going on, seeing if anybody knows anything. You guys have been sort of stashed with some of Aaron and Metzger's men down by the gate where you wouldn't have been spotted by Epscamp and his people as they came out onto the walls and the gate. And Aaron opens the assembly with a blessing on all in attendance, says a short prayer, and then hands over to Metzger.
wow. Okay, that's good to see.
Well, no, he wants this to be someone else's fault.
Oh, fucking then twat.
And Metzger says, an accusation has been raised by members of this community, and it goes to assembly to judge and sentence the perpetrators of this act. We have a case to bring before you of an attempted murder of a member of our community. Mornington Crescent. And a
Sorry.
little bit of a gasp
Yeah.
runs through the crowd.
Oh, okay, we're going back.
The rebellious one.
Please present your evidence and make your accusation.
calling me first.
Tense courtroom drama. Dun, dun,
Yeah, I wasn't
dun.
expecting this. I'm excited.
You can't handle the truth.
Full Mornington
You want the
goes like
truth?
Morny, just maybe keep in mind we might have to do EPSCAM.
Yeah.
You say that as we're like
Very
on the stage.
aware. Okay, I step forward.
You're doing.
Two, probably. Not for the first time. I step up onto the gate where everyone can see me.
Wearing your crisp uniform?
Oh, yes, I shrug off my camouflage
Ooh,
jacket. I'm in
okay.
my crisp uniform.
In that uniform, you do have a 2-point gear bonus on persuasion style
Yes!
checks because you look like an officer from An Officer and a Gentleman.
Loving it.
Are you sure that's Mornington?
EPSCAM goes, yeah, what I did was really illegal. I should just hand myself in.
My God, what was I thinking? Wow.
Take me away. Take me away.
You're Richard Gearing like nobody's business right now.
People of the Ark, you know me. I have brought you grain. I have brought you water. I have brought you bullets. I have brought you plenty. Yes, some of my companions have not returned. They have given their valiant lives to the zone so that you might live a little bit longer. It's hard out there, and it's harder to come back without the ones you went out with. Rodding, tooting, barking. So many. Eventually North, all the others. They haunt me because I could not save them. But I can save you. I can save you from Epps Camp. I can save you from the man who sent out a hit squad to not only kill me, because I'm too damn effective, too damn handsome, but to kill the poor innocents that he sent out with me. You know them. Wimbledon, one of his own men. He left him out to die. Bermondsey. You all know Bermondsey. It's the fun one. It's the one that makes you feel good in this hellhole. Epscamp wanted him dead as well. So, good people of the Ark, are you willing to give up your future to this man? This man who would sell lives for
Somebody
the sake
shouts,
of his own gain?
Prove it!
I hold up the jacket and the bat. You know Arsenal. Well, you're not going to see him again. Remember Golders Green? No. As for Chancery Lane, he's but a smear inside a dead plane.
And they're all known associates of Epscamp and his crew. Epscamp is looking decidedly nervous. Metzger steps up again. Commander Epscamp, how do you answer this challenge?
He's probably going to shoot me with the assault.
And he pulls himself up, squares his shoulders. He says,
you might be ready.
It's a lie. Mornington Crescent has murdered people out in the zone. My people, your people, good people. I sent a team to observe him. And here he is admitting that he killed them.
Oh, I didn't. I only killed one of them.
Wimbledon, this might be our time. Like, I think we might have to start speaking.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll trudge you up.
No,
he killed Arsenal.
No, Wimbledon, because you're one of Epscamp's boys.
Oh, right.
So
And
yeah.
You also Arsenal tried to kill us, and not Mornington first, but just like us first, and then Mornington, because I was standing next to Mornington. And
sort of a wave passes over the crowd, and you all feel something like a sense of conviction. Like an external sense of conviction kind of washes over you. And it doesn't affect you guys as much because you know that what you're saying is true. But you get this sort of sensation, this feeling is affecting everyone in the crowd, and they all start sort of.
I look at
Bummy,
Metzger
Bummy,
side eye.
say something.
Oh, you want me to say something?
You're the mouth.
Use
Come
my
on,
mouth.
face.
Look,
They hurt you the worst.
what did you just say? They hurt you the worst.
Yeah, they hurt you the worst by making you
Oh,
shoot yourself
no,
in the spine.
Yeah, I did that to myself.
They
Tell them that.
No, I know I'm not gonna tell them that, but I'm not gonna lie. No, I'll just say it. Look, you all know who I am. You all know who we are collectively, right? I'm just gonna say this. You can put your faith in us and trust that Metza and Aaron have your best interests in mind. And you know what? I'm gonna say this. I think they both do. Or you can trust Epscamp, whose running theme has been, hey, we need to be able to kill things better in a world where everything is trying to kill us. Yet he's pretty insistent on getting lots of things for in here to kill things. Isn't that a bit weird that he keeps insisting on having lots of death things for just in here? Do you know what? I turn to the guy and I just flip him the bird and I say, go fuck yourself, you twat. And also, I bent all of your spoons and some of the forks, and I know about that secret rolling pin that I threw in the lake.
Testify.
You can see the emotion on Epscamp's face. The colour's kind of drained out of his face. And for a minute, it really looks like he's just going to flip the safety off on that assault rifle and just open up on you.
Shoot him if he does.
I'm ready to be thrown. or to like flip the gun out of his hand, I guess I could do.
And then a look of terror kind of comes across his face when he realizes that the Ark is against him. Again, you get a kind of sense that the terror isn't entirely natural. That some of that, he would be a little bit worried maybe, but the actual palpable sense of terror that comes across his face kind of betrays him to everyone in the crowd.
Oh, okay, right.
And Aaron steps forward and he says, good people of the Ark, it is not our way to kill if we can avoid it. It's not our way to execute. I call for exile. How do you vote? Those in favor.
It's where Ben rolls like a D200 or something. And it's like, oh, they all voted to not exile and exile us. Oh, fuck.
Actually, they all really like him.
You should have said a D200 with bonuses.
Well, yeah, there would be bonuses.
For our magnificent oration.
Look at that. I rolled a D212 and got a score of 205.
Oh,
Actually,
yes!
That's actually some of Epscamp's own people voting to send themselves into exile.
Well, we'll probably, in reality, we'll probably do it by case basis. We'll see who was like diehard and who wasn't. Although they'll all probably say, "Oh, we hated that Epscamp."
But yeah, again, another sort of wash of emotion flows out over the crowd. Metzger is looking really fucking tired at this point. He's drained. He's drawn. His eyes have sunken back into his head. The look of concentration on his face is.
I'll try and grab hold of him as well. Told him
he's all right. He's upright and he's sort of holding on to the gate. Metzger snarls at the people of the Ark and he says, "You pathetic weaklings! You'll die in a week."
It means Epscamp.
Epscamp. Sorry,
yeah,
did I just say Epstein?
Yeah.
No,
You said
No,
Metza.
Epscamp.
We were like, "Oh my God, Metza, you've turned! Why? You won!"
We didn't see it coming.
Shakes his fist at the people he likes. "You pathetic weaklings! You'll be dead in a week without me and mine taking care of you. We're leaving and we're taking our gear. You want to stop us? You can fight us."
Can I use my mutant power to pull the gun out of his hand forcibly?
Yeah, go on then.
Into my hand.
Roll a d6.
No, okay, into Mornington's hand.
Oh, actually, that's a good point.
I should be able to.
Definitely.
This is where my head explodes.
Wow, 6 and a 1.
Sorry, I'm just getting my dice rolly mechanic up.
Roll high.
That was
I
me
know.
rolling for Metzger, by the way, and you'll notice there's a 1 there.
X camp,
Yes.
I presume. You keep saying Metz. I'm like,
No, this
wow,
was for
Metz
Metzger.
That's good.
This is
Oh.
those 3 were Metzger's rolls for activating his mutant power.
Oh, cool. All right, I'm gonna roll my D. Oh, I put the calculator on. Why did I do that?
So
I
the
got
first one,
confused.
very successful. The second one worked. The third one is going to have some changes on it.
I rolled a 2 for my mutant ability. Well, yeah, I know. I'm at death's door.
I'm
There's literally
scared.
nothing I can do.
I'm scared.
Oh, that's the blowy up one, isn't it?
Oh shit.
Wait, how does that work?
That's
Anyway.
No, that's
His
epping.
gun
I'm just
blows
rolling
up.
a D66 to see what mutation happens to Metzger.
No, I mean
that-
me, because
You,
I rolled a 2. What does
you rolled a
that do?
2 on your mutant power,
Yeah. Because I'm
which
pretty sure that
means
the damage
that
retaliates back to me, but I'm not damaging. I'm just moving the gut.
you
I
suffer the effect of the mutation. So a bunch of sort of loose metal items in the area
Just throw
all come
themselves at you.
winging towards you and
Oh,
kind of
that's
ping
fine.
off of you like
Oh, ow, shit.
nothing serious, just
Yeah.
like ow, ooh, ah, ee, ah,
But
ah,
I
ah.
pull the gun and like,
No, you
well,
don't pull the gun.
damn it.
Oh no, you
See?
suffer as much trauma as your target. So
All right.
But I'm not.
Also,
I
it's
don't
shared.
know.
The gun also hits you in the face.
Yeah.
right, no,
Like, I'll take.
the gun is not drawn to you. Plus, it lifts up momentarily, but it's on a shoulder strap, which is inside his.
Well, Metz,
jacket.
because the power guy. All right, I'm the
Does that
talky guy.
knock
Apparently.
him off?
It's cool.
Does it knock him off balance enough that Mornington Crescent can stab him in the neck with an arrow as he
With
goes
his
forwards
power.
with the gun?
You know,
Killing.
Epscam
going to
and
Just
his
shoot
sort
him.
of
But yeah.
closest and dearest, they all kind of form up around him with scrap rifles and pistols and bats.
Oh, let him go.
Half of them
And
stay
they-
with
He's gonna
us, though,
kill
so-
us.
They about 8 people all told make a retreat from the Ark and head out into the darkness with Epscamp, leaving the rest of you behind. The gates are sort of slammed shut. It's almost ceremonially behind them. And there's cheering and yeah. Metzger, meanwhile, is kind of hunched over a little bit, and you can hear this sort of cracking noise coming from his back, and you see his back sort of swell up, and these vents appear just behind his shoulders. It's
Cool.
You
All right,
Oh.
man.
all
You
right,
good?
Letty?
I'll be fine.
Can I just say,
Let me talk to
sorry.
people. Let me talk to people. I'll be okay.
Wimbledon's cute nicknames are adorable and they've gone unnoticed. The fact that he's called everybody by their name with an
It's
E
a little
at the
pet
end of it.
name.
Mornington, Metzy, Bermsley.
Metzger says, people of the Ark, we have learned a lesson today that sometimes the dangers of the zone are within and not without. Now is a time for us to pull together. Now is a time for us to work as one people, to strive for unity and not division. And he makes a beautiful speech and everybody cheers.
Hooray!
Not that they have much choice in the matter,
While he
because
does that,
Oh, yeah.
I'll
It's...
turn to Mornington and go, what happened with the jellyfish?
Ah,
Oh, no. Ah! No, we'll surreptitiously like, oh, we're just going out for a wee raid, and then we'll go back and go,
boat.
Keep them in the box for next
Ah.
time.
This is probably still there. So
and Father Aaron breaks out a couple of cases of communion wine that he had stashed,
marvelous.
and they get passed around the crowd, and people sort of stand around, not so much celebrating or having a
No.
party, but in sort of serious conversation. We're not talking Ewok village at the end
Yep,
of
yep.
Return of the Jedi.
David, yep. Where they're knocking. That scene creeps me out a little bit. Where they're knocking on the stormtroopers' helmets. You're
but
like,
you know as well that they totally ate those stormtroopers.
yeah, that's why I was a bit freaked out.
They were prepared to eat Han Solo earlier on, and when
Yeah.
they got like stormtrooper helmets, they like, did they?
Thanks, Piers.
They
They
totally
ate
did.
some stormtroopers, and they're just people until they are. Oh well.
They're all clones.
And so through the night, people kind of stay awake talking, a few drift off and go to sleep. But the arc is changed by this experience. It's become a different place. Less militant, more unified.
Well done,
and
team.
it's your work that's done that. You've brought people together.
Well, yeah.
There we go. 5 sessions of cocking up extravagantly.
And we pulled it out of the
You
bag.
pulled it all together at the end.
It was all planned.
Yes.
Totally planned.
Yep.
And the arc
Great
is a more peaceful and safer place for people to live in.
Yay.
That's good. That's
And
nice.
more importantly, all 3 of us survived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you all
Mornington made
survived
it to the end.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
and didn't run away or leave the arc as a bad guy and a wanted criminal.
Exactly.
second
We were all
heart-
saying that.
Heartstring is starting to.
Might be growing back. You never know.
Yes.
Just goes
Okay.
to show.
So, well, thank you very much for joining us here at Garblag Games for Mutant Year Zero. That is the end of this short series. On Thursday, we have AD&D, Dragonlance, the exciting adventures of another entirely dysfunctional group of adventurers. I'm sensing a bit of a theme.
No.
Yeah,
Slightly more
we have an Austrian Minotaur, a half-elven mustachioed knight of Salamnia. We have a West Country gnome.
Hello.
God, I'm confused as to what else we've got. We've got my
A
elf,
wizard.
but my elf isn't. Oh yes,
Master of
the
Fog.
Master of Fog, Lord of Spiders,
King Spider.
King Spider. And then on Sunday we actually have a very, very special extra show for you. On Sunday we are going to be doing a live playthrough of These Dark Places, a new game that's coming out soon by Jonathan Hicks, who's a friend of the channel. So there's going to be a bunch of us coming together with him to GM the game for us, and we're going to play through that industrial sci-fi horror spectacular and see how many inventive and creative ways we can die at the hands of space monstrosities. Something which we do have some
Yay.
practice in.
Yeah.
And then next week on Tuesday, we will be starting lesson. And you really need to buy this book because it's so strokey. The pages are strokey, the cover is strokey, even the little bookmark is quite strokey. And if you don't want to buy it because the book is strokey,
That's what
you
you should
should
say
buy
on
it
the
because it's
website.
got pretty pictures.
From the little arc that I saw, because you said I wasn't allowed to go past chapter 5, I was
did.
like, oh, this art is very good. So once we start playing, I'm going past chapter 5 to see all that nice art. Because I
It
read
has
the
got
contents
beautiful,
page.
beautiful art in it. I wish to thank very much to Pete for hosting and
Naturally.
babysitting our streams while we've done this. Thank you even more to all of our patrons and viewers and followers on all of our various channels. You guys are ace and you pay for us to be able to do the stuff that we do. It's been a real pleasure to see so much engagement with our games on Twitch, on Twitter. Gushing praise and support.
Out of your pores, gush more praise out of
Gushing
your
praise,
pores.
yeah.
Actually, no, go to the doctor. That you shouldn't be leaking out your pores.
Yes,
Some
you're
of
right.
Those pills that Mets got.
WAP stands for wet ass pause.
Oh no! Oh, that's
Okay.
yucky.
And
You're
on
right.
this
Nobody
weekend-
wants wet ass pause.
Oh,
Thank you very much for joining us this evening. I'm going to
Yeah.
let Pete switch me off now.
Yeah.
go to the green room.
ew.
where I can torment nice and more.
Don't have the button.
Ah, gross. We ended
and
with a
good
squelch.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Good night.
everyone. Have a good night or day.